Hi everyone, today we are talking about my new favourite mascara. This is the mascara that I've been wearing for the last 7 days and I absolutely adore it. And to top it off, it is affordable. So we're going to go through exactly what I like about it, what I don't like about it. That list is very, very small. And we're going to talk about the wand, we're going to talk about the formula, how it wears, how it removes. So we're going to get straight on with it. If you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new beauty content on this channel every single week. And if you are enjoying what you're watching throughout any of this video, I'd love it if you click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. So without further ado, my new favourite mascara is from Maybelline and it's the Lash Sensational Firework Mascara. This is a brand new mascara to add to a plethora of fantastic mascaras that Maybelline already have on offer, and this will set you back in the UK anywhere from £10 to £13 depending on where you get it, and you get 10 mils worth of product. This comes in a really easy grip chunky tube and the formula is phenomenal. So I think mascaras are very personal. So I'm not going to sit here and say that this mascara is definitely going to be for absolutely everybody, because it's just not. But it is for me. I think a lot of people want more volume, some people want more length, some people want both, some people want a really fanned out, fluttery effect. For me personally, I either want the volume and the length, or I want my lashes to be much more fanned out and much denser. So I want my mascara to give the impression that I actually have more lashes than I do, and this mascara definitely delivers in that area. I also have quite oily eyelids, and because of that, if I don't go for a waterproof mascara, I tend to get those little black marks on the upper lids as the day progresses, a lot of smudging, a lot of bleeding of the mascara, which drives me insane. Now, this mascara does come in a waterproof version. I have not got that waterproof version, and I'm actually quite pleased I didn't opt for it. I don't think it was in the particular shop that I bought mine from. If it had have been, I would have gone for it, but I don't feel like I need it with this mascara. So if you do suffer with a lot of smudging and bleeding and you don't want to go for a waterproof mascara, this mascara might be for you. So let's talk about the wand first. This is a rubber wand. It is incredibly flexible for good reason, and I will go into that in just a second. The bristles are incredibly short. You get a lot of product on the brush, which I think, having read the reviews, a lot of people decide to take that excess product off the brush. I personally don't do that. I think that this is a super flexible wand for very good reason, in the sense that you can't put too much pressure on your lashes. The more pressure you put on your lashes with this much product on the brush, the clumpier your lashes are going to look. And this does not clump my lashes at all. So because you can only put a tiny bit of pressure on before the wand bends and releases that pressure, you really get a very even coverage of the mascara without the clumps. Also, because of this lack of pressure on the lashes, this really fans the lashes out, keeps them very separated and individual, giving a fuller effect once you've applied 2 coats. Another thing I want to mention that I've read in the reviews of this is that a lot of people think that because this is so liquidy in consistency, it's actually quite messy, not only for the tube, but also when you're applying. And this can get all over the eye when you're trying to apply it, especially if you have quite short lashes. I have medium length lashes, I don't have short lashes. I always curl my lashes before I start applying any sort of mascara, and personally I haven't found that there is any difficulty applying this mascara at all, even when it was at its most liquidy. I found it really easy. I like to get my mascara from root all the way to tip, so I do like to shut my eye on occasion or just give it a little bit of a waver so that I get the product all the way through my lashes. And on the odd occasion when it has gone on my upper lids on application, I just let that dry down and then I flick it off as soon as it's dry, or get a little cotton bud and just take it off with a dry cotton bud. No product necessary on the cotton bud, it just comes away perfectly easily. On the website, it does say to apply this, don't wait for the formula to fully dry down before you apply the second coat. What I will say, and in my experience, is that it's actually better to let your lashes dry down a little bit more than you generally would, just so that your lashes stay separated. I've found that the less time I give my lashes to dry down before I apply the second coat, the clumpier the lashes are going to be. If you want a really fanned out effect, if you want a really natural but fuller look, then you want to wait for this to dry down a little bit longer before you apply your second coat. For the lashes on the left-hand side of the screen, I didn't wait very long in between coats, and you can definitely see that the lashes are more voluminous, but slightly more clumpy in appearance. The lashes on the right-hand side of the screen, I waited a little bit longer in between coats, and they are more separated, more fluttery, and more fanned out. So you can get both with this mascara and with this wand. It just depends on what you're after, but definitely if you don't want that clumpy look, wait a little bit longer in between coats. The formula of the mascara and the consistency is very liquidy to begin with. So on day one, very, very liquidy. By day 3, this is thickened up to the consistency that you're going to get throughout the rest of the wear of the product. I actually really like that very liquidy consistency. It didn't bother me, but from reading the reviews, I think a lot of people were a bit put off by how liquidy and how gel-like the formula was to begin with. Do know though, don't throw the towel in on day 1. This does thicken by day 3. If you like a thicker formula, just persevere, it will come into its own. The formula is also enriched with provitamin B5, which is going to nourish the lashes as you wear the mascara, which is a great thing for me because I do have quite brittle lashes to begin with. It also gives the formula that non-crunchy feel, so your lashes remain movable at all times. Having said that, this does hold a curl. This has held a curl for me from morning through to night, even when it's been challenged, and I will come on to that in just a second, but it's a great mascara for holding that curl. My lashes do not flop halfway through the day. They remain standing to attention. A major positive for me, and one of the reasons that I'm really glad that I didn't buy the waterproof version, because waterproof mascaras tend to be a little bit more difficult to remove. I found this to be completely and utterly waterproof on me. We went to Norwich. I took this mascara with us. We actually went to go and watch the Lionesses play at the Norwich Stadium against Ireland. A great time was had by all. When we left the stadium at around about 10, 10:15 at night, it was throwing it down with rain, and I had a full face of makeup on, including this mascara. And we had no way of getting back to the hotel, so the only option for us was to try and walk as far as we could and then find some shelter and call a taxi. And yeah, I was drenched. And when I say drenched, I had my glasses on. I don't know where my glasses are. Here we go. So these are my glasses. I had my glasses on. I couldn't actually see out of my glasses because my glasses were covered in water front and back. There was water in my eyes to such an extent that everybody's saying, should we go this way? I'm like, I have no idea which way to go because I cannot see a thing. I can't see out of my glasses, and when I take my glasses off, I can't see out of my eyes. I was that wet. Got back to the hotel eventually after getting a taxi, and all of my mascara was still on my lashes, my curl was still intact, and there were no little dots on my upper lids. This just was amazing and acted like a waterproof mascara, and yet this is not the waterproof version. Coming on to that though, there is nowhere on the website that says that this is a tubing mascara. I actually think it is a tubing mascara. There is a slight mention of a 360-degree lash by lash impact that is written on the website. That to me, and the fact that this wears so well, this doesn't bleed, this doesn't smudge, gives me the impression that this is actually a tubing mascara. Another reason why I think it's a tubing mascara is that this doesn't remove well in the usual ways of removing a mascara. So I like to remove my mascaras with an oil cleanser. You can remove this with an oil cleanser, but the best way and the quickest way to remove it is to dampen your fingertips, dampen the lashes with lukewarm water, let it sit for a minute, and then just squeeze the lashes with very little pressure and remove the mascara from the lashes. You don't apply a lot of pressure at all, so you're not going to pull out your lashes. Just very, very gently rub the lashes up and down. That will remove all of the mascara, and then you can move on to cleansing the rest of your face with your oil cleanser. If you already have this and you're struggling to remove it, try that. If you really don't want to be rubbing your lashes, just make sure that the mascara is dampened with lukewarm water and let it sit before you move on to using an oil cleanser or whatever method you like, and it will come off no issues very, very easily with no pressure. So final thoughts, I don't think this mascara is dramatically lengthening or dramatically volumizing. However, what I do think it does incredibly well is separate the lashes, fanning out the lashes and making your lashes look fuller and denser and more like false lashes. If you're wanting something very discreet, very subtle, one coat of this is going to be enough. If you're wanting something more va-va-va-voom, more like a false lash, then 2 coats is going to be your go-to. I love this. I love everything about it. I was a little bit put off by the fact that I got to wet my lashes before I went in with my oil cleanser, but you know, that's such a small price to pay for such a great mascara. Maybelline makes some of the best affordable mascaras, or actually, Maybelline makes some of the best mascaras, full stop, in the market. Really, truly, absolutely amazing mascaras, and this is up there. New favorite. I really hope you've enjoyed this video today. Are you tempted to buy the new Firework mascara from Maybelline? It is an absolutely fantastic buy. Have you already bought this? And if you have, please let me know how you got on. It doesn't matter if you think this is the best thing ever or whether you couldn't make this work for your lashes. Please share your experiences with the rest of the pack in the comment section. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. Hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.